Greetings. It is I, Susie Q. What's showing up in your field, what's lighting you up, turning you on, and illuminating the miracles in your field. Oh my gosh. Wow. So I had a call this morning, a super awesome call with an awesome person from Houston, Texas. And it's been super fun when we get to connect, right? And we were like besties back in Houston. We're still besties, but we're at a little distance, right? Is that we have opportunities to kind of actively listen to another person in what they're working with and and then being in alignment with that which they're seeking. And that's super powerful and fun. And so even today, I think what was going on is like after my friend said what she needed to say, I said, well, let's do some toning. So I love toning. I was a yoga, it was in all these yoga studios and doing all this stuff. But that sound and that toning and that harmonizing with one another or with a group, it's just super fun and super amazing. I absolutely loved it. So all that toning, and then I have a gong. I have a gong in my kitchen, and so it's real fun when we can play with the toning of our voice or these other kind of sound vibrations, and that kind of initiated the day in such a beautiful way this morning. And so also yesterday I did a video about the energies are so freaking big, people. They're big, 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 right? And that it's true. Like even up here in sunny Scottsdale, we had a lot of wind the other day and all that stuff, but still the energies are very, very big, right? And so the frequencies are maybe kind of hovering or maybe scattered, or maybe I don't know, maybe they're in timeout. I don't know, but it's just really fascinating. And so even for my own juicy self is that I noticed a couple days ago, I was kind of having a low vibration or low frequencies in my body. And so, but I'm always like doing all this energy work. I'm helping people, they're helping me. So it's this great, blend of all of these connections. But there's one thing I can do There's several things I can do. I live with a chiropractor. So there's a benefit there. There's a great benefit living with a chiropractor. And also with some of the experiences that people are having, that maybe they're not feeling like super grounded, or maybe they're feeling like they're a little bit off. They may be feeling like, feel like I'm sad or I'm depressed or something like that. But oftentimes, with the energies that are so big right now, so I'm going to show you the back of my phone. So with my iPhone, I have like all kinds of apps on here. I do my pedometer when I'm walking, so it's constantly with me. And so, but this is what the back of my iPhone is. And so the top one, the R2L, is to offset the radiation from these devices, and the other one is a magnet. And so sometimes those magnets may help with clearing some of that energy. But these are some things that I do, and then I'm like going, well, I keep forgetting that I can do that. But even with that magnet on there, every time I would have the magnet, I would lose it, and then it would show up later, right? It was like kind of crazy. So I decided just to put it together with the R2L. Come back. There we go. The R2L with the magnet. And so these are, I think, really good helpers as we're moving about with the planet and all of the different electromagnetic energies that are, I don't know. Some of them I don't think we need, but here we are. So we have to adapt to what is. And with that, it's been super fun and powerful as we kind of look at all of the resources. So I work for the chiropractor, and we live together, right? Is that we also have these opportunities to kind of learn, engage new ways when people are feeling a little bit off. Sometimes people, like you feel, we go from the word sickness to we go into maybe the phrasing of syndrome. It may be a syndrome of different events in the body, but we don't need to call it that sickness anymore. So all of those things have been kind of in my consciousness, that it's not really a sickness, it's just a syndrome. And maybe on a Tuesday you have a syndrome, and maybe on Tuesday night you have nothing anymore. So but that's pretty cool. So it's been fun. It's been super fun connecting with so many different people, connecting with the QHHT group, and also with the Akashic Records. And I think this month has been the month of the Akashic Records because more people are coming in for that. And I really love it too when I get like testimonials from people. It's like really fun to really kind of hear what their feedback is. And then I got a referral, I think, yesterday from one person who did the Akashic Records. So, but yeah, whatever you're doing right now is like just, like even like I took this long walk, I do 10,000 steps a day. And I'm just kind of walking around, petting dogs and saying hi to the neighbors. And I'm getting people's, phone numbers with my, it's just like, so we can connect, again. So it's been really kind of fun. But then when we really look at it, though, when we really look at like what's exactly going on with our own beautiful divinity, is I've got a few hacks. I've done this many times on videos, but I'll just do this again. Let's just say that you're not feeling like you're completely in your body. Let's say that you are feeling a little bit ungrounded, meaning you're not quite exactly doing what you want to do, and maybe you're a little bit sluggish or, just feeling a little bit off. And so this is the work of Joshua Kruger. He's another chiropractor. And so we're going to go ahead right now. So you can bring this here, just we're going to tap at the crown of the head, and we'll do 49 taps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, it's awesome. Whew. All right. So that right there, I used to do that all the time when I was taking walks outside. I would just be tapping my head or then tapping different parts of my body. Another great attribute with the ability, with the energies that are so big, and you're like, I don't know what's going on, right? Is that even when I'm walking, that I work with my subconscious. And this morning I had something on my little finger over here, kind of felt funny. And then I had something else in another area of the body, but I just asked my subconscious, can you please clear it? And whenever we do the ask, the authentic spiritual knowledge is how I put it. The authentic spiritual knowledge is the ask, is that when I do the ask, I just put it out there and then I forget about it. I just keep moving, I keep walking, and then all of a sudden I realize I don't have that anymore. So it's pretty fun and pretty amazing. But sometimes we have some things that are kind of lingering, like lingering things, that might be part of the electromagnetic energies or kind of are just part of this experience of living, right? So sometimes we have those kind of little dippity doodahs, right? And so one of them, let's say you've got something on this side. Let's say you've got some like maybe some stagnant energy in this area. And then what we would do is we'd go to the opposite side and we would tap on the opposite side. And so when we start doing that, we're able to kind of maybe more or less balance that beautiful strength in that area. And what's funny is whenever I do this, when I'm walking or whatever, then it's just totally gone. Now, certainly there's times where we need to go see and get some help with a chiropractor or a naturopath or or somebody else, is that you have opportunities to find your own beautiful hacks, or how do you manage with that messenger system, which is your divinity, right? So as soon as you have the earliest onset of anything that is showing up, that's not feeling comfortable, right? And it may be out of alignment, or that frequency maybe had dipped in some way, is that you just really start working with understanding and acknowledging at the earliest onset of something different in your body. I'm like real quick at it, I'm like, here it is. Like even yesterday, I had a little bit of lingering stuff from my thoracic. And I went to my chiropractor, and then I said, I think it's an organ, and certainly it was, and so it was back in the kidneys on the right side, and so that's what was going on, was that because sometimes we think, oh, I've got this pain and this suffering, but actually what he did was he did some assisting and releasing. I think he released some of that kidney energy, and he could feel that release, and then it was better. It was just totally better. It was a little bit, going in deeper into that area where the kidney is, but it was super easy and super amazing, that we can, I could identify it was an organ. And then, sure enough, he muscle tested, and sure enough, that's what it was. So, but it's kind of fun when we look at life and we got going, I'm going to own it. I'm going to, hey, people, hey, people, hey, people, hey, people, it's you and you and you and the cat down the street. We're going to own our body. And at the earliest experience of something strange or different or unusual is we want to start addressing it. So these are a few hacks that I have, whether it would be like the R2L with a magnet offsetting any of these electromagnetic. I've got even electromagnetic stuff on my laptop here. So I do everything I can. I do everything, that I can. I do what I can, and then sometimes I just need to ask for help. And so asking for help is a really awesome way of approaching getting more guidance and getting more other kind of support from people. Sometimes we think, well, I got to do this all on my own, but no, you can ask somebody. You can ask somebody to give some guidance or some kind of ways of looking at life in a different way. So these are really fun kind of hacks. And even with these energies, we really want to celebrate you, because even like right now, it seems like this seems like back in when I was even in Houston, like in 2014, 2015, there was a time where I was kept seeing that these were like two planets. It was like Earth, but there was like two Earths. And so I don't even know what you think about that, but I think there's like a lot of people that are accepting their truth, their sovereign divinity and their truth. And they may be hovering in a different state of consciousness, and then others might be in a different state of consciousness as well. But I think whatever it is that you're doing, whatever you're creating in your field, if you are able to really commit to yourself that I'm going to stay in my lane, I'm going to be the sovereign divine being, and whatever comes my way, I'm going to address it really quickly, even as the subconscious or all these different things with the body or with the relationships or friends, is we really, really connect in a deeper way and notice what we're noticing, notice it again, and then notice it again. And then that's when you're going to start getting more of that guidance. So when we're looking at the energies that are so big right now, so much stuff. It's so cray cray. Who raise your hand if it's cray cray? I'm thinking it's cray cray. Anyway, but here we are. We were brought into this beautiful earthly school, and here we are. And this is maybe our big pop quiz, maybe a pop quiz, another pop quiz, another pop quiz. But we just keep humming. We stay in our lane, and we notice what we're noticing, and then we really lean into that beautiful breath of life, that beautiful source energy, that beautiful sense of prana and life force energy, and really activating all the centers of our body that kind of like communicate in a way that comes not only from as above and so below, it's just coming from all directions. Is that everything that is supporting us is each divinity, each little star being that we are, right? Is that we're all getting guidance. And I would have to say too, is that it's very possible that a lot of our team from our other higher realms are also kind of circling us, right? And reminding us of how beautiful and how wonderful and how brilliant we are on this planetary school, because we know there's a lot of stuff going on. We know there's good and bad and all this other stuff, but we really want to focus in on reminding ourselves that we have a team of angels, a team of high energy beings, or you could just say God or source or whatever it is for you, right? Is that we know that you're always being guided, you're always being supported in so many ways. And when we really kind of lean into that, we're like, oh, yes, okay, yes, I'm getting guidance right now that it's okay. Even for me, as we're talking on this videos, I'm getting the guidance that it's okay to share at this level. And so when we kind of getting that guidance, we just kind of go, I'm going to go a little bit deeper. I'm going to go a little bit deeper. And so I think we did that on this conversation for now. But whatever you're creating, whatever you're illuminating in your field, just know that it's already there for you. You're already saturated in goodness. The thing is, you got to just kind of wake up to it. You got to like step into that beautiful new breath of life. It's waiting for you. And it's just special, and it's just for you. So anyway, I think that's it for now. Have a most beautiful day and namaste.